1, 2, 3. Buongiorno.
We've done that so many times.
It's true.
Buongiorno.
My name's Onyx on Dix.
My name is Franco. What was it?
It was good. We did just film another one, but we fucked it up.
We lost a lot of footage just now, so
We
part
beeped
two.
it up.
Franco not wearing a thong.
Not wearing a thong.
Last name.
Because I did think this one was wearing a thong earlier by some suspicious lines. Turns out they're not.
Nope, just...
And this all stemmed from the fact that I received 4 DMs about this one's peach. As
My
they say.
Big
juicy booty back there.
Big fat
Did
ass.
a little in front of the camera. And people lost their minds.
Lost their minds is a bit of a stretch.
lost their damn
as
minds.
I said, we said that clip you see maybe for 2 seconds, a split second, you see the profile of my ass, and that was enough.
And
for
people are
you
like,
perverts.
damn.
No, I love you. Thank you.
It must be. Well, it's nice to be wanted.
It's
Would you
nice.
rather they say, ew?
Ew, put that away. You
Disgusting.
freak, disgrace from humanity. You know, this is... Fuck it. This isn't OnlyFans now. Take your clothes off.
All right. Actually, I am showing nip.
I know, you're out.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Oh.
I got some
breasts.
jiggle there, too. I've always been a chest person, though.
Okay.
I have a big chest.
All right.
Just in general.
Work. Tape it. Cool.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about before we
were
got
talking
interrupted?
about porn. Oh, wow. Well, we always talk
What we
about.
always talk about.
Because someone in this room has 3 porn subscriptions.
Oh, okay. So you're making it seem
It's
like
3.
it's okay. How many OnlyFans subscriptions do you have?
None currently, because they were disappointing me. Well, everyone does a paywall now.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all.
the thing.
It's all. Oh, it's only $6 a month. Come on in, and then they're like, "Don't I'm there. We all know what I'm there to see.
Yeah.
We all know what I'm there to see.
I want the videos.
I want videos. I want sound.
I want sound.
I
want it
don't want these
spread
dark.
open.
Sometimes. All right. Sometimes like the Blair Witch Project's happening. Like I can't see anything.
I don't like solo.
Oh, you gotta get creative with it.
I have to
Well,
be
no,
creative with it.
Oh, no, they gotta be good.
I don't know. It's never enough for me.
I don't mind a little solo.
Okay.
I do prefer, but then sometimes it's too studio.
We've covered this
Yeah,
so
I
many
know,
times. But here's the
I know.
before we got interrupted, we just gotta bring something up that was funny. So here's a little tale about how certain prescriptions. I said it again.
Yeah.
Subscriptions.
I
work.
can be the doctor.
I need my disease cured deeply.
Yeah.
So there's a certain little porn site that I like to watch.
What is it?
It's called Fraternity X. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
And I was
have.
tired of scouring the internet for like specific videos, searching.
You can only find
long
a
and
few
hard.
of them, and it's the
sometimes
same
when
one.
you find them,
Yeah.
that's not the whole thing. And I'm too grown. I'm an adult. I can pay for porn. So I did. So
Do you watch like the whole? Those videos are about 30 minutes.
No, I'll jump around on.
Okay, you're not just hit
no,
and play.
hit and play. Watch it. Because of popcorn, like ooh.
Sit back.
Oh man, I hope he gets in. I hope he makes it in the. Oh, after all
Can't
this.
believe he didn't take out the trash.
Oh my
They're
god,
gonna show him.
Shouldn't have knocked over the bong. Shouldn't have. I tried to tell him. Like Brenda from Scary Movie, like, oh, this is some scary shit. So basically, what happens is I should have known that this would happen. I get the bill on my my statement, and I see 3 separate things. I was like, that's weird. I didn't pay for 3 things. So it turns out when you pay. You get it automatically signs you up for Fraternity X Sketchy Sex, which is like an offshoot, as we all know.
That's the scary
That one's a little
one.
bit more, yeah. That's not
the
my favorite. I'll still
scary
watch
one.
it since, But then there's a secret third one. It's called Face Down, Ass Up. Which is like...
Have you watched it? What is it?
It's like the same... Okay, so the tier list of these is like Fraternity X follows like a storyline to a degree. It's like, oh, whatever. Sketchy Sex is like, oh, we're just a group of people who like
Fraternity X mixed with Saw.
Yeah, it's like, just they're more having an orgy essentially, I suppose. Face Down, Ass Up is just like no theme, nothing, just immediate, we're in. There's a dude just absolutely getting demolished by like 40 guys. Sometimes they'll have a weird camera.
Oh, so you really
I pay for it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I just wanted to know, but there'll be a dude recording it, and he has like an audio fix thing on his voice, so it sounds
Scream.
like Darth Vader. Yeah, like it's like
It's gonna be $20 to fuck this whore.
Sometimes I'm watching the videos. I'm like, oh no. And some of that happens.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's a
okay,
bit much.
cut the shenanigans.
yes,
No props, no costumes,
no props, no costumes,
no set, no lights.
16 in the middle, Miami. But
So
anyway,
sponsored by Face Down, Ass Up.
Face Down, Ass Up, Fraternity X Sketches.
Could you imagine?
Sponsor.
I would
love that.
if we were sponsored by Fraternity X. I was so
deserve
sad.
a sponsorship.
We used to have for Steam Queen. Used to have my favorite sponsor I've ever had. We were sponsored by Espolone, and one thing about me, honey,
Drink.
I'm gonna drink some Espolone on the rocks with bitters and a slice of lime.
Okay.
But now
What?
we're sponsored by I feel bad saying Bacardi, which I'm like But
can't
also
do
they
Bacardi.
own Patron, but I don't
Okay.
even like Patron like that.
It's picky. Okay.
No, because Patron's actually kind of garbage.
I can't ever taste the difference.
And I've never tasted a glass of Patron.
Oh, wig flew.
My wig.
Flew. If my tongue is green, it's because I've drank 3 matcha lattes today.
I thought you were having a fun dip.
Do you remember Fun Dip?
Yeah, I remember Fun Dip.
Yeah, there was some candy back in the day. That's just sugar in a bag.
That's actually what it is.
It's sugar.
It's sugar in a bag with a stick made out of sugar in which to eat it with. We're begging for cavities. There's some candy that is just like an ordeal, like a what are those little fucking chewy caramel things called? A milk dud.
Oh, yeah.
How do you eat a milk dud?
I don't like those. I like the ones that's like the calcified milk inside, like it's dry.
I'm sorry, what?
It's like you bite it, it's like
Oh, like a Whopper.
yeah. I love
They taste like croutons.
they do. They taste like chocolate covered croutons. You know what I think is disgusting? A Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, sometimes. I like the vanilla Tootsie Rolls.
The ones that are about this long.
That's crazy.
I'm like, who's like, ooh, I'm eating this whole Tootsie Roll.
There's like some ancient people candy. Like, imagine you meet like a 9-year-old who wants a Tootsie Roll.
Oh, mother, I went down to the
That's like-
1 pence store.
Mother, may I have a dime?
May I have just a shilling for a Tootsie?
Right. So I guess what's this episode about? What's been on your mind? Now that we've got the intro out of the way.
I've got a lot on my mind. 1, I got to go back to therapy.
Yeah.
2, finding a therapist
Hell.
is like the 9th layer of hell. It's so hard. But also, there's just... what pissed me off? This pissed me off today. There's a drag queen who identifies as a look queen. And let me tell you, we're now reaching a point in drag where drag's so oversaturated. They literally finished Drag Race and dropped All Stars today. That was 3 days ago they finished. So now there's a new one out.
Okay.
And now, like, Dragula is also doing. They're filming Titans now and getting ready for season 7. It's just so. It's like just a wave after.
It just doesn't end. It really
so
doesn't
much.
stop.
But now it's created. There's this queen, who.
Do we know this queen?
I do. You do. Yeah, we know them.
Like around?
No, they're a bigger name, but they don't.
I see.
They're not really a good performer. They don't really perform very well. They identify as a look queen. They're like, well, I don't need to perform. I'm a look queen. They don't even make the looks or design them. So it's like,
what are you doing?
What did you do?
That is curious, isn't it?
It's.
What do you do?
But I love it. I love they like because they do an Instagram post and they have tagging all these people. My favorite is always makeup by me. I'm like, oh well, thank God, thank God you got out of bed today.
What do you do? I don't.
What do you do?
That's a good question.
You don't do anything. You get dressed. You play dress up.
Do they get booked to do things?
They get booked. They do like they'll do some stuff. They're not like booked like that though, because like now we're reaching the point though, because it's so oversaturated. Like you're just not gonna get booked if you can't perform. Because like, what's the point?
That is true.
Unless you're pulling numbers.
Pulling numbers,
honey.
Okay, that's
and that pissed me off to be a look queen, because I do think there's some people that aren't the best stage people, and. But they always look amazing. Okay, that was a while ago. It's Celine Dion. Not much of a performer, but she looks pretty good.
She's a look queen.
She's a look queen. But like, there's something for like, who's like that? Like, hungry.
Yes, bitch.
Like sickening.
Like sickening.
Sickening. Gorgeous. But they make that stuff and they design it and like, great. You're a look
like
queen.
In a bad position. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta. It's all fours that way. We let these numbers up. Next week we're gonna have Frank with a gimp suit.
Have me one of those like walls that they suction you into.
Oh my god! I was watching. Oh, this is demented. But what is that?
What is what?
Like the people that like to get like vacuum sealed and things. And they're always like, I really hope no one I ever share a last name with ever watches it. But then it's like, watches this. And then it's like the dominatrix kind of like rubbing their heel on their little nub.
It's one of those things that I wish I understood it. I wish
I bet the people that love it are like, oh my God.
Did you ever see that video? There's like some girl gets put in like a vacuum sealed thing, like a little thing, and then under a table in a man's house there was like a contraption, a hole in the floor that she would be lowered into inside of that thing, and then that would get covered up and he would put the table over it and go about his day.
That is like my
worst. That you have described hell to me. That is
and like those like those things are so sweaty and like claustrophobic.
What do they
which
like?
I guess is the point.
Why is that the point?
I think like being constrained.
That's really scary, you guys.
But it's just like because at least there's some where there's like a little hole, so they're like boop, and then they're doing that.
Trust me, I understand BDSM. I get it. I watch some stuff like that. So not like that, but
no, that I'll watch. There's one where they vacuum seal the guy in a they've made out of PVC pipe a cube, so he's in the middle of the cube. I was like,
this. I'm just wondering how you got there. How people get there.
I almost have.
How do you know that's what you like?
Well, I think you just got to try it.
Why? How do you get to the point where you want to try it?
Just go for it. You got to achieve your dreams. You got to reach for the stars. Dreams. How do you know? You've never been vacuum sealed in a latex bag.
You don't know what other things I got that come with the subscription.
That's true. Face down, ass up. Face down, gagged, bound, and vacuum formed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. That's just not my vibe. But more power to you if it is. Honestly, I am impressed.
No, honestly, if you're into that, I feel like you have a better life.
And you guys, honestly, most cunty little outfits. They look great.
Oh, they slay.
Oh, they slay.
Yeah, they look amazing. Yeah.
The furthest I'll go is like... No, this is going to turn to the porn podcast again.
We really go... But what is it now?
Like, sometimes I'll watch the, like, bound ones where they'll, like, have some guy, like, tied up on a thing.
Have you been tied up?
I've never been tied up.
I sure have.
Well, great.
Uh-huh.
I have handcuffed someone, but that's it.
I always feel a little silly doing that.
That's so, like, Sabrina Carpenter.
I just feel so, like... It's like...
Ooh,
oh,
you're in
no.
trouble. Yeah.
It does feel very, like...
You have the right to remain silent, bad boy. Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a movie.
I know, it's
like,
really corny. It was hot, though.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't think I would want to be tied up. I get very, like, ooh.
I was... God, again, I hope no one with my last name watches this. I've been... I know. So, I've had, I've had, like, the blindfold, tied up, mouth.
Sounds like you're, like, bobbing for apples or something.
There I was, blindfolded, hands behind my back. There was a tub of fruit in front of me. The task was, without using my hands, there it was. Yeah, it was fine. I think, I was thinking about this too, because I was researching if you're on hormones, I think you get less horny, or sometimes it's more. Because, if you're on your testosterone, T blockers.
If you're on...
No, if you're on T blockers, like it blocks your testosterone and then estrogen. I just wonder if it makes you more or less. Some people I've heard mixed reviews.
Okay.
But the people on testosterone are like...
They're fucking...
I'm going to gnaw your fucking leg off.
I'm going to put you in a vacuum seal.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go in a vacuum seal bag. Those are just trans men.
Oh my God, I really don't want this podcast to be the porn podcast, but this is what we're doing now. I saw this video the other day that blew my absolute mind. I like stopped what I was doing and just watched it because I was like, "There's no way." So
you say stop what you were doing.
You know what I was doing, yeah.
You know what you were like. I was doing the dishes
because now when it got to the point where I was like, this isn't for me.
Let me put this thing down.
Exactly. I was like, now I'm just curious. So it was like a regular, like a fisting video, which I'll dabble in every now and then. I've never been fisted, but they were like, putting stuff in there. The arm was in there, and I was like, yeah, cool. And then they put another thing over the fist. So I was like, wow, that's impressive. So they take everything out and they get this, literally, I think it was like a fruit, like a gourd. I think it was like a gourd. And they shoved it all the way in and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I guess I looked away and went back and they're doing something else with another device. And that just kind of keeps going. And I was like, wow, they're using a lot of different things. So by the end of the video, he takes his arm out and then out comes like all of the things they were getting put in and not removed. This dude shits out. I'm not even fucking kidding. Like 4 like eggplant-sized things, like an orange. Like it was crazy. I was like, where does it go? It was crazy.
What do you think that feels like?
What?
That probably feels horrible.
And a fist.
They're chopping down. They're just being silly.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like,
never want to be fisted.
I have fisted someone.
Oh no, I don't want.
I don't think I could do it.
Well, I think when people think of fisting, it's not just like. It's more of a this shape. It's more of like baby shark. Here
Here comes the airplane. This is raunchy. This got raunchy really
This
quick.
really did. Must be love on the brain.
Love?
That's got me feeling this way. What else has been? I saw Kylie Minogue.
You said that already? Last episode.
Damn.
I know, right? I was thinking today, I was like, what are we going to talk about?
There's not really much going.
The Pope died.
The Pope did die, Francis.
Damn,
honey.
Francis. Rest in peace.
Right after he met J.D. Vance. Right after. And the Pope was, you know what? That's what I will say. Like, you know, Catholic Church, whoa, wee. But like this Pope, he was the best one.
Yeah.
In terms of like
He's pretty progressive.
being progressive. He was. Like he's not like walking around with like the
I was going to say he's no saint, but he kind of is, isn't he?
Who's asking?
Okay.
Like he's not walking around with like a pride pin on and like has his pronouns,
no.
but like him Pope.
Anyway, but really quick, they. I just want to make a disclaimer. My straw isn't dirty. It's like leftover matcha on the top. Because I've been drinking it a lot.
People are going to listen to the first 10 minutes of this podcast and be like, that's a dirty straw. After watching
They're
your
going to turn it off.
videos spaced out. So, but the Pope, very progressive. So I'm hoping, you know, as things happen, maybe the next one will be more progressive because now they have to conclave.
I didn't realize how people cared about the Pope.
Diva, people
No.
giving a fuck about the Pope.
I know Catholic people give a fuck about the Pope. I mean, like, regular, everyday people.
Well, he is literally one of the most powerful people on earth.
But what does he do?
He's the closest to God you can get.
He's
in charge of a country.
I guess so.
He's in charge of like.
But like in terms of like.
Do you remember the Pope came to Philadelphia?
I do remember that. It was hell.
Did you hear that was?
Yeah, bitches love the Pope.
I
shouldn't say things like that.
Bitches, what they do?
They do love the Pope.
What do you mean
I've been to his house.
Well, technically.
Scratch that. When I went to Italy when I was younger,
You went to the Vatican.
I went to the Vatican, yeah.
Which is its own country.
Is it its own country?
Yeah, the Vatican's a country. It's the smallest country in the world.
That's cool. We're gonna fact check that.
That's 100% true.
Okay. Is that not just a city?
No, it's the smallest country in the world.
We're gonna fact check it right now.
Hey Siri, is the Vatican a country? Vatican City is the landlocked country. Vatican City, officially the Vatican City State, is a landlocked country, city-state, microstate, and enclave surrounded by historically a part of Rome, Italy.
Pick something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
It is cool, and their leader is dead. So now they all have to, you know what conclave is? All the cardinals, you know, because the below Pope is cardinal.
Yeah.
They all go into Sistine Chapel, locking the door, honey. Let's have a kiki.
Why
And
do they have to lock the door to have a kiki?
I think no one comes in.
No, I meant Glee.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Glee. Oh, yeah. Well, they do that in Glee with Sarah Jessica Parker.
That's what I meant, yeah.
But, so then they have to all decide who it is.
Amongst themselves?
Yeah. They all have to decide who.
Oh, girl.
And then they'll, if it's, the smoke comes out, then they let everyone know by lighting either black or white smoke that comes out of the chimney.
What does...
Black means they haven't picked yet, and white means they decided. I think it's that way.
That's...
And they've been doing that
cunty, yeah.
for a long time.
That sounds
honey.
like some ancient shit.
Yeah.
They should make them go on Survivor.
Yeah, with Jeff Probst.
Yeah, they should go on like some form of Love Island.
That man bullies the fuck out of the contestants sometimes.
Sure
Sometimes he's like, "Wow, you're weak."
Isn't there like a big season happening right now?
Survivor, Diva. There is always a season of Survivor and Drag Race happening.
That's true.
At any point in the day. Yeah. So Pope's dead.
Rest in peace, King.
And he was shady to J.D. Vance, which is pussy.
Shady to J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance sounds like he sells... It's funny because it sounds like he sells couches, like furniture.
Come on down! Deals!
Yeah.
J.D. Vance
But you know
furniture.
what he's doing to the couch?
Is he,
Having sex.
is he fucking the couch? Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance is a scary looking young man. I
Horrifying.
don't really have much respect for him. If the hot take. Yeah, I just like, what are we talking about?
Right
J.D.
now?
Vance, like, what do you guys want to hear? I wish there was someone on the other end.
A lot of religious things. You know what else is interesting? Either this podcast is we're talking about penises or Jesus Christ. I was looking at, because in the Vatican, you can go to where Jesus died. You can go to where they buried him.
There?
Yeah. You go exactly the spot. They go, the cross was there.
That happened there?
No, in Jerusalem.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's not the Vatican.
Yeah, that was Jerusalem.
Okay, I was like, what?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah, people.
Do you guys like this?
I would be interested in
Yeah.
this, and like you can go to literally where he was buried, and there's like a spot where he puts his hand on the wall. There's a frame around it.
That's interesting.
No, they're literally like, we have Jesus's poop.
We need a new Jesus.
Yeah, you can't really pick one though. He's got to just,
Like, we need like a new like.
religion.
We need
Get
a new
this
figure.
though. Get this. 10,000 years from now, they're gonna be, architecting our shit, and they're gonna be like, oh, these people worshipped an apple, and they carried an apple with them wherever they went. They're gonna be like, they worshipped McDonald's.
They worshipped this strange fraternity where they
face down. What up?
ass up? What could this be?
They're gonna be like,
As above, so below. Yes.
well, they're gonna be like, they worshipped like Apple and like Beyonce.
Honestly, I hate to even sound so like. Kind of do, don't we?
Oh, we do.
Insert X-Files noise.
Here's news. Kanye West.
What happened?
He was
I feel like a lot of
having
things.
oral sexual relations with his cousin until
he was 14. Yes.
14.
Was it a male cousin?
I think so. Yeah, because it was. I think the exact quote was
14.
Until.
I want to know the first date.
I was like,
for how long?
What happened at 14?
What? Jeffrey.
There's certain
Jeffree
people.
Star chimed in.
Oh yeah, Jeffree Star said they had
I believe
sex with
that.
Kanye. I believe that.
The thing about Kanye West is like he's done and said so many things now that everything now it's just kind of like
Any rumor, I'm like, that's probably true.
whatever. I don't care. Like
He's one of those people. If I was his PR team, I'd be like, just get the phone
Does
and
he
the
have
computer. Maybe it's Azealia Banks.
scream it for me, baby. Maybe we can bring back an old question. What's a pet peeve of yours? Any new ones?
Any new pet peeves? Hundreds.
Lay them on me.
Now I'm on the. Everything's pissing me off. You know what it is? I think we're getting older. And
so
we're
too.
talking about this before too. Where there's stuff that like happens and you're like, someone will do something, you're like, how old are you? They're like 24, and you're like, oh. Right.
Insightful, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna 100% be the get off my lawn ass old man.
Let's hear it.
That's just it. That's my statement.
Girl, you don't have a lawn.
Shit. And I'm probably never gonna have one. Get off my pavement.
Get off the building that you
really
live in
just-
too.
Yeah, literally. I just like really can't stand tweens.
You know what else I hate?
Tweens to 18.
Yeah, and also people that will ask me, people like, do you want to hang out? I'm like, and do what? And do what?
That's a pet peeve of yours. When people ask you to hang out.
It is a little bit. It is a little bit.
Do you want to hang out? And do what? No, that's
And
a
do
good
what?
question. I mean,
There's
go
a
get
few
food,
people.
get dinner.
Yeah, that's what. I'll
Oh,
get
girl.
dinner. I love getting dinner.
Anytime.
If people are like, do you want to get dinner? Love that. But people ask, do you want to hang out? I could come over or something.
Oh, that's
To
a little
my
odd.
house?
Yeah,
No.
I feel like we're a little too old. We are old, bitch. We're old.
We're old as dirt.
That's what this episode's about.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient people like us. I'm about to be 30.
But then I look at some of these younger people, and some people aren't wearing moisturizer.
As someone whose nonna just told him that he looks 20 years old.
Well, her English isn't very good.
What does
she
that
might have
mean?
meant another number.
First of all, she said it in Italian, which I speak or understand.
Let's hear it. What does it sound like?
Buongiorno.
Well,
Ti vedi 20 anni?
that means you look like you're 20.
Yeah.
How do you say 40 in Italian?
40.
That's what she meant.
Okay, girl. I see you.
No, but
Ba-dum-ts.
it's important to use skincare every day.
It is.
I wear sunblock every day.
Here's the thing. I don't even need to do skincare anymore because I don't leave the house. The sun can't hurt me.
You know what? That is so true.
The sun cannot age me, bitch.
Because it can't.
It can't touch me.
You gotta find.
You gotta find me first. And look outside my window.
Nothing.
Just a wall. There's not even the sun,
nothing.
the sky. Nothing.
Oh my god.
Not great for my mental health, but that's all right. At least I look young.
That's right. That's half of it.
That's half of the party.
I'm getting my lips done next week.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
I just got my taxes done. I just got my taxes back, and like I want to get like something.
Get a little.
I don't
It's
know.
$500, one vial.
It's not bad.
No, it's not too bad.
Do I need that?
Oh, you won't know until you try it. I'm gonna get more. I have to get more laser,
My whole ass.
and then. But I think you have to get. I think you can't get laser under your mouth
Yeah.
after you get your lips done. I was looking at me. You know when you're ever just naked, looking at your whole body in the mirror,
It's the worst experience of my life. Yes.
crying,
Literally, I'm
on
like,
your
wow.
hands and knees.
Maybe that's what we could talk about. The other night when I tried to get dressed and none of my shorts fit.
Well,
Great.
and
it
we
was
all
so-
know
and
why.
We all know why. It was terrible. Very humbling experience. So that's why I'm wearing like basketball shorts and like stretch athletic wear because nothing.
Well, sometimes
I own
it's
fits.
nice. I remember I used to be really thin, and I remember now a lot of those pants don't fit because my legs are thicker.
Yeah.
But I like a thick leg.
I don't mind a thick leg. It's just like the waist and thigh. No, I hate my thick legs. Hate my life, my body.
I just really was given. God said, "You are getting a body that is meant to live in northern Siberia and chop wood for all life."
You probably could do that.
I could do that, but my whole brain wants the opposite of that. But I'm literally fighting an uphill battle over here.
My body was created to birth a child.
Well,
My God, my hips, my
I wish I
legs and
had
hips and
your
body.
hip to shoulder ratio.
Shoulder.
That's what
Never
it's
considered
all the
that.
ratios.
It is curvy-licious, isn't it?
You got to think it's if your shoulder. That's why bitches be wearing pads
Yeah.
because they're trying to knock out these old linebacker things.
I just am so oddly shaped.
I think
This is a really good episode.
I think everyone's weirdly shaped.
No, I'm more oddly shaped.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
more oddly shaped than everyone
You
else.
win.
Yeah, I win. I win.
There you go.
Everybody out there.
I
No,
don't
it
think-
really
I
could
think,
be worse.
I think it could. I think maybe say one nice thing about yourself.
It's long.
God.
Thick and long.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah, that's one thing. I get good reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
that'll take you far.
That'll take you far. And think of all the ugly
I think about that a lot.
penises you've seen in your life.
It probably sucks to have like a really small.
I bet it sucks. I would not know, but I've heard stories about it.
Welcome to Big Dick's Pod.
Big, that's right. Well, there's 20 feet of dick in this picture.
Who said that?
That was Maria. Maria said that.
20 feet. No, it's 9 feet.
9 feet of dick in this
picture. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
a crazy
that was
sentence.
funny. Yeah, what a time. There's 10 feet of dick on this podcast.
Okay. I wish there was.
You know, but also, I realize though, if you are having straight people sex, you might not even see the penis. There's some people, I remember some friends, I'm like, what does dick look like? They're like, I don't even know. Because they just put it right in. You ain't even gotta see it.
I mean, you could.
I would definitely be like,
do that with. Well, yeah.
what's that? But I feel like, gay people are,
I need to see it all.
yeah. Well, you see it before you even get there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true. Gay people
That
are-
is true.
I have a very detailed image of what I'm getting.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That is weird. Gay sex, I wish it wasn't such an ordeal.
Oh,
Yeah. It would be. It's like the tale as old as time. Like the whole not having to eat thing or having to prepare.
Yeah, and I have
people can just.
I have horrendous IBS, and as I get older, it's getting worse.
You should see the stains on this fucking chair.
Honey, it was white when we bought it. Yeah, I have such bad IBS. That's not even an option for me. I'm like, no, you're not doing that. That's just a no now.
It's a no now.
Because it's I don't need that bad.
Right. That's the thing. I only do it if I'm really into it.
And I have to know at least 24 hours in advance.
Thing. Yeah. Imagine being a straight couple, not a straight couple, being at a straight wedding as a straight person and be like, oh, we fucked in the back of the Sprinter van.
Well, some gays do that, but
that's gross.
But some of them are just like, oh, I just know.
How do they know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know.
There could be. I right now don't know.
Yeah, you don't. But I tell you what, you don't want to do. Find
out.
Oh,
I don't think another person wants to find out.
And
either.
there's some gays. I know this one demon twink who is like, oh yeah, I just do anytime before I leave the house because you never know. Never know what.
You never know, bitch.
You never know.
That's dedication to the craft.
I don't think that's good for you.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think you're supposed to
do you remember that video of that couple that was addicted to coffee enemas?
Oh yeah. I want to try like a spa enema.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Can we go? Because I was watching. There's an episode. This is one of my favorite things that happens in Real Housewives. Well, they'll run out of events to go to or types of things because they've run out of dinners, yogas, this, that.
Oh, yeah.
In the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they went and got enemas. They went and got spa.
And they
enemas.
filmed it.
And they filmed it and they were gossiping I can't believe that Kenya went to my show. They're literally gossiping. I'm and I was like, that probably feels so good.
I bet you feel light as a bird.
Fucking feather. We should go.
Let's do it. I bet around here.
We should vlog it.
Let's vlog it.
Should we vlog? Should
y'all
want to
see
the
that?
podcast and start a vlog?
Nice.
Well, what are the G-list celebrities? The G-list celebrities Instagram algorithm has become
What?
Bridal makeup.
I love that though.
So many videos of it.
It's so nice.
There's this Australian one that I like, and she'll
Oh God, sorry.
it's oh my God, this is exactly why I can't do it.
Exactly. Sif sheet. I think Australian always goes, ew. It goes up at the end.
Yeah, I've been watching that and hair colorists. That's
those are great.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
But then I go to my Instagram, and it's just like hunks and holes.
Wait, pull up your For You page. Here's a fun game.
We did this before, but we could bring it back.
Yeah, yours. Let me see. It's literally just.
It's just men. Literally. Who is that?
Who is that? I was thinking recently I should probably.
I want to take mushrooms, a microdose.
As they do.
Why do you have to do that?
I just would like to.
Oh, okay.
Just to see what happens. Last time I took mushrooms, I took a quarter, and that's when I was 17, and it really.
Yes.
That was too much.
It was too much. I took an eighth, or half an eighth. I don't remember how much. I took enough on 4th of July in 10th grade.
Yeah.
On the fucking Parkway.
Sometimes I think about all the stuff I did in high school. I'd be like, that definitely stunted my brain.
I watched a caterpillar drown. Yeah. Like, we were sitting by the river. We were on this, like, concrete, like,
the river
thing.
Styx, apparently.
Okay.
And
so it was like there was a tree above us, concrete that we're sitting on, and then the river's like along the concrete. And I'm tripping balls. A caterpillar falls literally right next to me, and I'm like having like a cliche, like, oh my god, life is everywhere. Like, look at the beautiful squirming, blah 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 blah. And then my really, really, really gay friend next to me goes, ah, and slaps it into the water. And then I'm watching this
gays destroying nature. That's what that was.
I watched this thing just like squirm and writhe for dear life and just sink into pitch black like Delaware River darkness. I was like, I think I gotta go home. Like, this is.
Did you go home after that?
No, I didn't. But I ended up by myself at one point. Like, all my friends had disappeared. That was a terrible time.
Well, tripping
is a lot.
I used to do a lot of acid, and in college I used to take acid and tell no one.
That's insanity.
And just.
That's insanity.
Yeah, I.
They knew though.
Yeah, they do. But I always be like, how did you guys?
My eyes are just pitch black. Like, how did you know? As I'm like.
I used to do Molly and acid a lot. That was my favorite. Candy flip.
I never did any of the double dose super.
But now I can't even. That sounds horrible.
That would actually kill me.
That sounds. Yeah. I literally like. Oh, this. I don't know if I can do an Excedrin today. I did have, had an ibuprofen yesterday.
I remember I took acid the next 4th of July because I thought that would be better in the same place where I had a terrible time on mushrooms. And I remember I was sitting in Rittenhouse Square with my friend's iPad.
Oh.
Boring story, I guess.
No,
yeah. I was sitting on my friend's iPad, not even playing Candy Crush, just touching it.
Oh my god!
Literally, it was like you could look into it.
Well, acid did
but then
used
I
to have
freaked
like
out,
there would always be some sort of like you find like I remember you have like a Snapple lid and you're good for
life
hours.
Life has changed forever. Yes, like
it does just make you toddler brain where you're like,
does.
Whoa,
everything is a miracle.
Whoa.
Yeah. We should do acid and record the podcast.
Yeah, that sounds like also my hell.
Terrible.
That's why like mushrooms you can at least do like a 0.5.
Yeah, I don't know how my body would react to mushrooms.
Well, you can't even.
I can't even smoke weed. I can't even do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably freak
Loser.
I really would freak the fuck out. I really would. I'd probably go watch.
I remember last time you smoked weed and you called me. You took like a little hit.
The smallest, like a like a kiss, the tiniest kiss of a joint, and I was like, I can't feel my body.
I think because you were drinking too.
I was drinking.
So that'll. Oh.
I just used to be such a pothead. I don't know how this happened to me.
Oh.
And what annoys me about potheads is the ones that can't just say I like to get high. That's fine. I
think I do it for my anxiety.
Just like I have bad digestive problems and it helps with my blah blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch, you like to get high.
And who don't?
Yeah. Who don't? No, like that's fine. Admit it. You like to get high. Don't. Sit
That's
here
like
and give me
sometimes
this
Andrew,
feel,
like he'll be anxious about something and he's like eating a bunch of gummies. I'm like, because he's like they're gonna help. I'm like, they're not. They're gonna make it worse.
on New Year's, when I threw up outside, when I ran out of the Uber, Andrew gave me a piece of a gummy that night. So
Did you eat it?
I did, like a little nibble. I was that drunk.
It probably didn't do anything.
I don't know.
Remember?
I don't remember, but
We were on our worst behavior that night.
yeah, I could have been on worse behavior. Granted,
Yeah.
I didn't do any sucking and fucking that night.
Okay. That's sometimes best behavior.
Okay.
Okay.
But no, usually my worst night consists of drinking a lot, vaping a lot, fucking, and then eating a lot when I get home.
All just excess.
Excess. So yeah, if you were curious, yeah, alcohol still is poison though. By the
Yeah,
way.
it's really bad for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I drank on Saturday and my body was fucked up for 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And your brain even worse.
I hate alcohol. I kind of just like don't like to do anything. I want to kill. I think I want to kill myself. Can we be real? Should I really do it?
Do it now.
I think I really think what is the point?
I don't beats me.
Fuck the podcast.
I'll be
over.
honest. I like getting a little drunk sometimes.
That's what's keeping you.
I like to get.
What's keeping you alive? Getting
I
fucked
get a little
up.
drunk.
Getting fucked up.
I like, what keeps me going is really, and I tell this to Andrew and he doesn't believe me. I'm like, you need a craft.
He doesn't believe you.
Well, he doesn't believe.
That's
I'm
like
like
one of
he
the
didn't-
most believable ones.
Well, I'm like, it is really so grounding because then you're like, oh, I want to kill myself. Wait, we have to bleep when we say kill ourselves because
No, the hell
no,
we don't.
YouTube will
Really?
yeah, swearing and
Swearing?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and if you say that's like people say, oh, I was watching Corn,
Oh, no one's gonna see this episode.
and people say, he's got a lot of work cut out for you there, pal.
Oh, God.
Yeah, swearing is a no.
You know what? I'm gonna try to bleep this episode.
Fuck, cunt, shit. Just kidding. But what did they say? Oh, they say something instead of themselves. KMS or something. Instead of unaliving, yeah, that's what it is. Instead of unaliving yourself. Well, that's literally for the algorithm. They will dock you.
That's crazy.
The algorithm now, because of like AI and
Why
stuff, is
that
a monster.
not allowed?
Because they don't want kids being able to.
But you go on Instagram and you see I post fight vids, I post people dying vids.
Oh yeah.
Literally the most gruesome, nasty shit you could ever see. But I can't say I want to fucking end my life on my own podcast. I'm not serious, but sometimes, damn.
So hard. But again, that's why you need a craft. Because I'm like, I could KMS, but my craft's not done. And I really would like, if I'm going to do that, I'd like it for it to be at least be finished.
Yeah. I'm actually too afraid of death to ever.
You know what I
Unalive
heard
myself.
the other day? Actually, this is if you have a suicidal thought.
We're not even doing this anymore.
I like this now. That's a fun game. If death is 0, then being depressed is -1. So because death is nothing. Where depression is you're alive and you feel horrible. Where death isn't that. Death is nothing.
That makes me want to kill myself.
I know that.
Like, you know what's worse?
I was
You know what's
reading
worse
it.
than death? Being
Being
alive.
I was reading that. I was like, oh, that's nice. But also, I think the right people should read
I don't
this.
think that's helpful at all.
Because I'm
wanna free yourself
I'm
from
not
all the
afraid of
horrors?
death, but I'm also not like, Bring it on!
Yeah,
bring on that pecan pie. But like, because in my brain, it's just, what was it like when you were alive? When you weren't alive, nothing.
Yeah,
It is unfathomable.
that's true. I'm not afraid of death. Yes, I am. Why'd I just lie like that?
Yeah.
I'm so afraid of death. Like, truly horrified of dying.
Yeah. Well, most fear is stemmed around a fear of death.
Yeah. I would never kill myself. I'll definitely say it all the time, but I don't think I ever will.
Well, anyone that says it in a, that
But I've had
manner.
many reasons.
Yeah.
This is a crazy episode.
And why haven't you just committed? Oh. See, I joke about it, though, but,
No, it's nothing to joke about.
Nothing
If
to
you're
joke about.
experiencing those feelings, obviously, it's nothing to joke about. But
also, I was listening to this podcast, and this man was like, my life was horrible until, like, 5 years ago. This guy's 50 years old. He's like, now it's amazing, and I love it.
that's great.
So, maybe when we're 50.
Oh.
You know what else I hate, though? When
So
people
it'll be fine
he
for
was
you
like,
in about a
money-
year or two?
No, that's what I was thinking about when I used to be a go-go dancer.
Oh, wow.
And
People paid for that?
oh yeah,
Really?
Oh yeah. Back when I
Really?
was in my twink era,
Right.
it was over. I remember people used to
should do that.
they used to shove their hand down my pants. You know what I get for that? They tip me like $5.
Is that too much? Too little? I don't know.
Would you want to get groped for $5?
Bitch, I'd go for $5 right now.
A strange man
Yep.
gets in the pants below the belt. $5.
No, I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't want that. No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's weird. But
that
like, was
weird?
it like you were like, yeah, come on?
Well, they're supposed to they tip me.
They put it in the waistband.
Yeah, well, no, and then they get like a cop a feel.
Oh, okay.
Because they tip
okay.
you, so
All right,
they
all
get
right,
they
right,
get
right,
a
right.
freebie, I guess.
Oh, I
That's
see.
maybe
what
my
you're
boss.
saying. I
put
thought
it.
you
I
were
was like, I
saying it
guess
was like
so. So I get to get fondled for $5.
I was confused about the level of consent happening in that
Yeah, I'll be on my
exchange.
little pole,
Yeah,
shaking it.
shaking that thing.
Yeah,
I should do that.
I mean, I did. It was fine. It paid okay.
Yeah.
I used to just get fucked up and just be up there. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, I was living.
Well, anywho, are you content with your choices? You can keep it quick.
Yeah, sure. I guess so. Are you?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks.
Oh, and then what songs you listening to?
That's quick.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
let's say yeah. Because we were supposed to have a guest today, but they couldn't make it, and we tried to get other guests, and they couldn't make it. And we said, fuck it, let's just do it anyway.
Well, we could have probably planned this better, but it's,
We absolutely could have planned this better, and like every other episode, but you guys already know this.
You already know.
You already know. And we persevered. We said, no, the show must go on.
It must go on, and
And that
on
was a
it
good
went.
choice. And on it went.
I've really been so sick recently.
Yeah, your sound just...
It's been blood, it's been yellow,
You
green.
should check. The blood is concerning.
It's really just big chunks.
Chunks of blood?
Well, I used to get really bad nosebleeds because
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
You know,
From what?
weather. Literally, Lula's a video where it was like it looked like pieces of my brain were falling out.
They probably were.
They probably
They probably were. Yeah, that weather will really
yeah.
deviate your septum.
And some of y'all out there, I bet be having nosebleeds too. And just know, sometimes a cup of coffee does the same
Does the
thing.
same thing.
Does
A
the
nice
same
cup of
thing.
a matcha latte. What's the video of what we relax. Have a matcha.
Have a matcha. Have a sugar-free Red Bull. That'll do it too.
I love a sugar-free Red Bull.
But when you're out having a couple drinks, Have some of the other thing. Why not? But
Imagine
if it's
for
noon,
a cup of coffee at the bar. At Frankie Bradley's.
my father,
Music banging.
my father went into what was then called eye candy and asked to see their wine list.
I love your father.
And then they were like,
He is
"We don't
like-
have one." And he goes, "Why not?"
Yeah. That is oh my god. So wait, what are your 3 songs?
Oh yeah, I've been listening to. I'm gonna skip all the Mayhem ones.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
say
god, this
something.
is so embarrassing. So Sunburn by Owl City.
Is that like a new song? Or
No,
when is that from?
that's from the I'd like to make myself believe album.
Planet Earth. Oh, this album is so good. Ocean Eyes.
Oh yeah,
What else is on
with
here?
the picture of Dubai on it.
Okay.
Debussy.
I really like the song Hot Air Balloon.
Oh yeah.
Hello Seattle is one of my favorites.
Our good friend Dylan
She loves.
She was like, maybe I shouldn't say her, but she tweeted, but
Yeah.
I won't say that. But she wasn't wrong. So I've been listening to Owl City. I've been listening to Tell Me I Never Knew That, Caroline Polachek.
That's a good one.
Very good. And Evangelic Girl is a Gun.
That's one of mine.
You will, honey. I'm trying to get on that. You will log.
Okay. I have been listening to Headphones On by Addison
I
Rae.
got nothing on. Oh.
It's a different one,
But the radio.
Headphones On.
Mm-hmm.
Evangelic Girl is a Gun has been one of mine. And I feel like there's another thing that I have been listening to that isn't Mayhem. Oh, I've been listening to the new Bon Iver album. It's been really
Ooh, I should
ripping
actually
me apart.
dibble into that because
Oh, and
I
also-
do love.
Henry Come On by Lana Del Rey is another one I've been liking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, new Bon album is it's a good one. Bonald.
Bonald. I should listen. Because he does sad music. I really love. You know that song? All along the creek, I remember something. Is
that Bon Iver?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
All along the creek. I think it's all along the creek.
I don't know. He's one of those artists where I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying sometimes, and I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I listen to sweet melodies.
Sweet. I'm a gospel hearer.
I am a gospel hearer.
You better lay low. Oh my god.
This is a Whitney Houston reference podcast.
It is. I've also been watching on TikTok the best moments of like top 10 best moments of people. My favorite is the Keke Palmer one is so
Which one?
funny.
She has so many.
She has so many. This is sorry to this man.
Wouldn't even.
I could see his
say
walking on the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
She's like, I'm sorry. I hope I don't sound dumb, but I don't know who this man is.
Who was the man?
It was Dick Cheney. This man could be walking down the street. Wouldn't know a thing.
This one got a
She
little bit
puts
of
her hands
sweetness to
on
it.
the paper. Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this man.
Oh, this one's got a little sweetness to it.
That
is a
was
good
so
one.
funny.
She has a lot of good
She has
ones.
a lot of good ones. Also the Azealia Banks interview. We're like, you make music for
the
gay
gays.
people.
I do.
I do.
So now what?
Yeah.
I do.
That picture of her walking the studio, like her getting ready to make history. Oh my god.
I do.
I do. Does the
So now what?
when I think of like the term like gagged you a bit,
Yeah,
it's that.
It was that.
I do.
So
And he said like, oh no, it's
I love her so much.
Anyway,
Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you so much for
This
joining
has been more
us.
of like a diary entry episode. This is a vlog for sure.
Diary of Jane. You remember that song?
I do remember that song. But anyway, this has been G-List Celebrities. Like, comment, subscribe. That's a huge
share.
one. Follow us on Instagram. It's
Check
just
out my
G-List
first
Celebrities.
degree burn.
Would it hurt if I slapped it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would it not?
Um,
Got it there too.
Oh my god. That's terrible. All right, well, bye.
Bye, guys.